Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Golgothan, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. Remember in the last video we tried to take this rover to Moho? Turns out we had nowhere near the Delta V required to stop ourselves. So I'm going to take this thing actually to Duna, since we still haven't been to another celestial body. But first let's talk about they had a new update, the 0.23 update. As far as new parts that I was able to get, there's this processing lab. Where basically, let's see, you put two Kerbals on it. Let's see what it looks like. See how big it is? You put two Kerbals on it, and it's got a bunch of windows. And you can process and gain your science, like, in space. So it gives us a reason to build a space station in the future. And they also put a bunch of new biomes on what is it? Oh, man. Can't think of what it's called. Minmus. That's the word. Put a bunch of new biomes on Minmus. So I believe in the next episode we're going to work on building a space station around Minmus so we can collect science from all of those different little areas. But let's take this guy to Duna. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Nice dusk takeoff. So, the day that I'm recording this is I believe, the 19th today? 19th today. This video will probably go up tomorrow on the 20th. And, the Gaia, mission, which is a mapping mission, blasted off this morning, I guess. They launched this morning, and, the whole mission for this Gaia, spacecraft is to get into solar orbits behind the Earth, basically, so it'll be 1.5 million kilometers above the surface of the Earth. It will be always on the dark side because it's actually orbiting the sun. I believe it's too far from the Earth to be really in Earth orbit, so it's in solar orbit on the dark side of the sun, or of the Earth, and there it will peer deep into the space, into the Milky Way, and record data on the positioning and brightness of 1 billion stars. And it's supposed to give really precise information about the history of our galaxy and the history of those stars and our possible future. It may be able to find planets orbiting these stars that were no longer able to be seen. Icy moons, icy planets out in the outer rims of the galaxy. Look at that mountain over there. That just looks sweet. We should go there sometime. But, we gotta begin our gravity turn. And of course, I did not time warp us to our intercept. So I will have to do that and just fast forward the video through that once we get into orbit. Put us into 120 orbit, maybe I won't need to worry about it. Anyway, so the Gaia mission. The spacecraft itself is, the Gaia spacecraft is comprised of a payload module, a service module, and a deployable sun shield. There's a total mass of around 2 tons. It's a massive, massive machine. Let's see. The payload module is built around a toroidal-shaped optical bench, which provides the structural support for the single integrated instrument that comprises 3 functions: astronomy, photometry, and spectrometry. How are we doing up here? Oh, hello. We got our big engines pushing us forward here now. And it's going to, it further contains all necessary electronics for managing the instrument operation and processing the raw data. That's all on just the payload module. And then the service module comprises all mechanical, structural, and thermal elements supporting the instrument and the spacecraft electronics. This includes the micropropulsion system, deployable sun shield, payload thermal tent, solar arrays, and harness. It's going to be on the dark side of the planet all the time. How are they going to use solar arrays? I don't know, that doesn't really make sense to me. But I guess how else would they power it? So maybe like, I feel like this would be not in a good spot right here even. Like if they were in this spot that we are, but obviously way up there, but have this kind of view, you know, they'd get solar power, but then they would still have the light interfering with the recording process, the film, what you call her, with the photometry. But yeah, the service module offers support functions to the Gaia payload and spacecraft for pointing, electrical power control, and distribution, central data management, and radio communications with the Earth. Well, let's see how high are we. So I want to get this up to 120. Because above 120 is when we can time warp at, I believe, 1,000 times. So that'll make getting to our window much easier. Some physical time warp action. Try to get us up and above 68. There we go. Now we can go. I guess it's 69. Now we can go into regular time warp. There's the music kicking in. Oh, Jesus. Overshooting it. Overshooting it. Do I have... Okay, I've got power. Circularize. $21, 126. Circular enough, above 120. Looks good to me. Now. Oh no! My Kerbal alarm clock isn't up. Uh-oh. It's gonna be the first time I've done this without the alarm clock in a long time. So let's get us aligned where we need to be. Alright, well let's line ourselves up and see what happens. Well, you know what? I'm going to completely redo this node. Because I did so much tweaking on this node. Let's just see what happens if I just start over. Boom! Look at that! What? What? What are the chances of that happening? What the heck? Still a decent burn, but it's way less nonsense. It's just all prograde. That was ridiculous. I did not expect that. Rotate. I guess I do have RCS on here. I could just do that to help me rotate. Autopropellant really isn't for anything else. Oh, missed my node. It's fine, a little time warp action. Apparently Duna is straight that way. Can we see it in the distance? We can. I feel like this is going to be like a 5-minute burn. I'm going to start burning at the 2-minute mark. Oh. Ah, there we go. That was actually pretty well timed out. time warp. So we push ourselves forward. We're still kind of escaping. We're not even past the moon yet with our burn. And we passed the moon, we passed Minmus. Now it's just gonna start going. Turn the physical time warp off. Now we're back at normal speed, normal time. That's not bad. Here we'll maybe make a little. There. How close can I get it? Wish I could look at this closer. Yeah, but that'll be fine. It'll get me at my intercept, so. It's time warp. We could say goodbye to Kerbin. Farewell, Kerbin. Past the moon. There's the moon. We passed the moon. We won't even see Minmus. Oh, there's Minmus right there. I lied. Kerbin, moon, Minmus. Alright, so now I'm gonna watch this here. Look how long that is. 24 days just till we get to our burn, and that's about halfway through the orbit. There goes the sun. Getting there. So other space news, with the Chang'e 3 landing on the moon has gained a lot more attention lately. Of course, there is that competition that I forget who's putting on. I think Google's putting on for a space race for a private organization to go to the moon. So there's a bunch of missions, I believe, to go to the moon and do some exploring. So it's the new frontier. I hope sometime in my lifetime I get the opportunity to travel to the moon. I hope it becomes something that the average person can just do, because like space, like a flight with a flight on a plane. Just go and buy a ticket for your trip to the moon. I would love to do that. Go jump around on the moon. But I'm sure it'll eventually turn into just like Futurama, where because it is the closest to Earth, it essentially will become an amusement park, a tourist trap. Like, oh, I've never been to the moon before. Let's go to the moon, and then they're gonna have all these rides and games, and like probably a souvenir shop, place to get your picture taken, tourist trap things. But I believe they are absolutely working on research to try to grow plants on the moon. I'm pretty sure one of the upcoming missions is going to be working on that, trying to grow, because they've done it on the space shuttle, so why not on the moon? They should be able to do it. I also hope that then, with if you have plants and humans living together in an environment, a controlled environment, that you can then have oxygen and you can have carbon dioxide for the plants and all that stuff. Hoping the parachutes we have on here are enough. I should have put more parachutes on it, knowing that I'm going to be taking it to a place with an atmosphere. I'm about 90% sure that they grew plants with hydroponics on the International Space Station. So they should be able to do the same thing on a moon base, and then theoretically create oxygen organically. Alright, I should be able to actually do my maneuver from here. intercept-ish. As we get closer, we can maybe do another maneuver to look at it and see what we can do. But where Chung 3 had landed on the moon is actually not exactly where it had planned to land. Its initial landing location was supposed to be, where is it here? Supposed to be in the Bay of Rainbows, but it actually ended up in a place called the Sea of Rains, which is a dark section on there with some of the earliest lava flows, and there's some impact craters in that area where they can do some research or some science on rock fragments and stuff, and maybe get a glimpse at the way that the early surface of the moon looked like what it was comprised of. Alright, so let's see. Turn off time warp. Now we can kind of see. We'll slide that up. That way. Where are we? 16. 12. Too far. Brakes? Nope. Not brakes. Anti-brakes. Forward. 12. Okay, I'm just not going to mess with that at this point. I'm just going to let myself get a little closer, and we'll tweak it as we get closer. Okay. Not on the purple one. Blue. So most certainly up. Certainly over this way. No? Alright, I guess let's get closer. Huzzah! There she is. Maneuver to go that way. That way. Okay. Brakes. There, we're getting there. Oops. Don't want to land right away. Okay, about 100 kilometers from the surface. That looks good. It's actually not that bad of a burn, 2.5 minutes. Hope we have the fuel for it. I think we do. Hope we do. Got a decent amount of fuel on these guys. So now I have no alarm clock, so I'm going to have to watch this and make sure I don't overshoot my time. Huh? Yeah? 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 Almost there. Okay, we need about a little over a minute. Minute 20, I'll say. Alright. And burn. There's our red planet that we're headed towards, and there's Ike, which we have been around both of these bodies, but we have not been to the surface. So that is our mission today, to land on the surface of Duna with this beautiful little rover. Stage only, please. Oh yeah, plenty of fuel. Do some physical time warp action to make this less painful to watch. So that orbit just creep in there. I got about 10 seconds left. I'll get out of time warp. And... oh, 60. Still out of the atmosphere, but man, that's close. Focus on Duna here. Get our circularizing burn, which is another full minute, of course. So let's find this node. Rotate ourselves around. Oh, there it is. There we go. As you can see, it looks like my universal replacer mod does not seem to be working with the new version of Kerbal Space Program. Maybe it is. Not sure. Oops, RCS off. Let's time warp up to our burn as we rocket towards Duna. That big orange-red guy. His pal Ike. Coming in about 45 seconds is when we'll take our burn. T-minus 45 seconds. Oh yeah. Look at that red beast. Okay. 3, 2, 1, burn. Time warp. Again, Alt and the time warp buttons is how you force physical time warp over normal time warp, and how you can burn with physical time warp. I highly recommend doing it for those long burns. 678 is where we're at here. We're a little elliptical, but I'm okay with it. Now, let's do some science from up here. Does the mystery goo say? Oh. Inoperable after transmitting. I will transmit 0 science. That's one thing that they also did in the temperature. See, you can't do any of your science from up, or like you can't overdo your science anymore. So you can't sit there and just spam science in orbit or on the surface anymore, which is good, but also kind of sucks. Alright, so link rates about here is where we're going to start landing. I think I'm going to try to land over there-ish. We're still going to have fuel in these tanks a little bit, I guess. Not very much. No need to worry about wasting RCS. Because RCS is only on the sky crane for deployment. You know, see, here's the RCS tank. It's only on the sky Sky Crane, which will be launched off at the end of the mission. You'll see. Alright, let's time warp around. Hello, sun. Gives me all your energy. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We now begin the landing sequence. Descent confirmed. So let's delete this node. Keep ourselves pointed retrograde, and let's time warp until we're in the atmosphere. Shall be soon. There we are, we're dipping. There we are in the atmosphere. We are headed down. Alright. Physical time warp action. I'm gonna immediately start trying to stop us. On Duna, there is an atmosphere, so I guess I will be doing some aero braking. Maybe I need to panic a little less about it. Oh no, I'm still accelerating pretty good here, so I'm just going to burn. Burn up as much of this fuel as I can. At 5,000 I will deploy the parachutes. These are not the landing engines, just so you know. I do have engines that are better for landing. In fact, parachutes not work. What is that nonsense? Why did our parachutes not work? Oh, there they go. Whew! Scared the crap out of me, parachutes. There we go. That scared me so much that those didn't deploy right away. Still not perfectly balanced at the moment. Let myself fall a little bit more. Have no indicator of radar altitude. Where's the sun? Okay, the sun is right above us, so our shadow, there's our shadow, will be our indicator of our altitude. As you can see, Duna's atmosphere is not quite thick enough. Not quite thick enough to stop us with our parachutes. But it's slowing us down actually a pretty decent amount. I do have us on 2 times time warp. Put us on 3 for a second as we get a little bit lower. Now it's actual landing time. Very minimal power. We're almost to the surface of the red planet. This is the first time we've been to the surface of Duna. Any of our videos. Soft landing should be about 2 meters per second. It's ideal soft landing. Now we're just hovering down. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful to watch? Adjustments. Little touchdown. There we go. And there goes the sky crane. Brakes on here. Boom. That's what that's supposed to do. Oh. That was supposed to fly a little bit higher and a little bit further and destroy itself a little bit better than that. But hey, we're on the surface! Woo! Now we gotta be careful because very easily break this thing. Go too fast. Like that. Look at it! Isn't it gorgeous how red it is? Look at this beautiful view we have overlooking this crater. Alright, let's slap the brakes on. Let's do some science. Mystery goo. From Duna's surface. We transmit and get 24 science. I cannot recover it, so let's transmit data. Transmit. Right. Atmospheric pressure from Duna's surface is pretty thin even at the surface. You don't think parachutes or wings would work very well here? Well, they work. The parachutes worked okay. But let's transmit science. And 3, our temperature. You're recording the temperature. What does it say? Does it actually give me a temperature if I hover over it? Toggle display. Negative 32 degrees. Transmit. Right. So now can I not transmit any more data? No. I can no longer transmit data. The mystery goo is busted. But we made it to the surface, and we did our science, and we can just drive around if we wanted to. Turn the brakes off and drive around. Try to go to a polar cap at some point. Race down into this crater. Watch our speed. Brakes. Okay, B does toggle brakes. Isn't this amazing though? Look at how beautiful Duna is. I love it. It's amazing. Oh, brakes. It's a pretty big hill we're going down right now. Kind of like these little 3 things that are on here from the decoupler. Maybe not this thing from the strut connector, but that's cool. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Our solar panels. Oh, all of our solar panels blew up. That sucks. Well, at least we weren't going to be able to get any more science from here using this rover. Now we got to travel around a little bit on the surface, but yeah, went too fast down the hill. Brakes didn't work well enough, and we blew up our solar panels. So as soon as our solar charge here is gone, this thing will be dead. Alright. If you enjoyed this video, please click like down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see other videos like it. I am Gold Gotham, and I will see you next time.